Imagine the simple act of flipping a coin. The outcome, as we know, is either heads or tails 50-50. This seemingly straightforward act serves as an illustration of randomness, where both potential results hold an equal likelihood. Now, let's consider rolling a six-sided die, a classic example. In the case of a fair die, each number from 1 to 6 has an identical chance of landing face up. These occurrences, where every possible outcome carries the same probability, form the foundational building blocks for our comprehension of randomness. In the world of gambling, many individuals believe they can predict when the next significant win is due or that a slot machine is somehow owed a jackpot. However, the reality is quite different. Each spin of a slot machine, much like each coin toss, stands as an entirely independent event. What occurred in the previous spin has absolutely no bearing on what will happen in the next one. The entire design of slot machines is rooted in the principles of randomness, ensuring that every player enjoys an equal opportunity to win, though without any guarantee. When we discuss the concepts of probability or chance, we are essentially dealing with a numerical value ranging from 0 to 1, or from 0% to 100%. For instance, the probability of getting heads in a coin toss is represented as 0.5 or 50%. This numerical value indicates the likelihood of a specific event occurring. Gaining a firm grasp of this fundamental concept can profoundly alter how we perceive luck and randomness. Have you ever experienced the sensation of being on a lucky streak or, conversely, feeling that luck has deserted you? This is a sentiment familiar to many. As human beings, our brains are wired to seek out patterns, even in situations where patterns may not actually exist. This is where our inherent instincts come into conflict with the unyielding world of mathematical principles. Our ancestors relied on their ability to recognize patterns as a crucial survival tool. Observing the flight patterns of specific birds might hint at impending weather changes. This capacity to connect dots and discern patterns served us well. Nonetheless, in a world governed by chance and randomness, it can occasionally lead us astray. Consider the example of a coin toss once more. Even if you happen to flip heads 5 times in a row, the odds of getting heads on the next toss remain at 50%. However, our minds can deceive us into believing that tails is due, or that we are currently on a hot streak, and will continue to get heads. This is where our perception diverges from the mathematical truth. Emotions, past experiences, and even cultural beliefs have a significant influence on how we perceive luck and chance. For instance, we might avoid walking under ladders or feel especially optimistic when finding a 4-leaf clover. It's crucial to distinguish when experiences blur the line between personal feeling and objective fact. In the world of casinos, 2 concepts are often discussed: the gambler's fallacy and the law of large numbers. These concepts play pivotal roles in our understanding of how we perceive and engage with randomness. Have you ever found yourself at a roulette table and thought, black has come up 6 times in a row, so red must be next? This is the gambler's fallacy in action. It's the belief that past events can somehow influence future ones in purely random scenarios. However, in a game of pure chance, the odds reset with every spin, roll, or toss. Regardless of how many times black appears, the next spin is always an entirely fresh start. On the flip side, the law of large numbers informs us that in a longer run, the outcomes will tend to converge toward their expected results. If you were to flip a coin 1,000 times, you would anticipate that roughly half of those flips would result in heads and the other half in tails, even if there were streaks along the way. This principle doesn't predict short-term outcomes but instead the ultimate balance of events over time. The gambler's fallacy and the law of large numbers beautifully illustrate the intricate balance between short-term unpredictability and long-term predictability. While a single flip, spin, or roll can take us by surprise, with a sufficient number of repetitions, randomness typically unfolds in patterns we can anticipate. Amidst this comprehensive exploration of probabilities, it's of paramount importance to strike a harmonious balance. While being aware of the odds can be beneficial, falling into the trap of overanalysis can be paralyzing. There are moments when it's entirely appropriate to trust your instincts, savor the present, and allow events to unfold naturally. If you find this video interesting, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.